I just don't even know what to say anymore as a Chelsea fan. It is becoming ludicrous. The fact that we have invested so much money into players and into development of the squad. We have spent more money than any team in any one season in the transfer window ever. And yet we look like one of the worst teams on a football field, especially in the Premier League. It makes no sense. So many individuals today just look like they were coasting through. Ruben Loftus-Cheek looked way off it, like he didn't even want to be there. Raheem Sterling, totally not providing anything influential. And everyone else just looked way off the pace. As soon as Thiago Silva went off injured, I just knew from that point onwards we had lost the game. He is such a key ingredient in this team. And once he departed the field and all the chaos that ensued afterwards with the Ziyech, red card that got overturned, absolute buffoonery by the Chelsea Blues today. I am so disappointed. The Southampton result was inexcusable. Today it just doesn't make sense. Nothing makes sense about how we have so many great individuals with so much quality, and yet we can't work together as a team. When we played against Dortmund in the Champions League, I could actually see something. I could see the formation of an identity with Graham Potter's team. And I feel like ever since then, it's just been completely washed away by a tsunami. Like, there makes no sense how it's quickly just gone downhill. It's like that 1-0 defeat at Dortmund just sucked all the enthusiasm out of these players. And the fact that we lost at home to Southampton, the worst team in the Premier League, to then go back to Tottenham Stadium where we've had so much success in the past and just look like we don't even know what we're doing there. Like, there's no plan, there's no cohesion, there's no attacking fluidity. Credit to Tottenham, they looked very defensively solid, but Chelsea, just no idea what they're doing on the field. And honestly, as soon as Thiago Silva went off the field, I couldn't even tell what formation we were playing anymore. There's just no link-up play that makes sense. There's no passing that makes sense. And Enzo Fernandez, he's a quality player, but he can't run the game by himself in the middle of the park. Absolute shambles by Chelsea today against Tottenham. I cannot believe that we have lost again. And Graham Potter, I have given this man the benefit of the doubt, but honestly, I'm getting to that stage where I'm starting to turn. All the stuff he says in the press, like, I always watch the pre-match and the post-match press conferences with Potter. And my patience is starting to wane thin. I cannot tolerate this guy's just blasé reactions to losing. He just doesn't give me the sense like he has an elite mentality like Thomas Tuchel does. And maybe he's just being very nice guy for the press, but for me as a fan, I just want to see something more passion, more desire, more anger shown from him, because as of right now, it looks like he has no idea what he's doing. He looks shell-shocked, and the pressure is totally getting to him. In saying that, I want to quickly address the fact that obviously, despite the bad results, there is no excuse for anyone in the Chelsea Football Club supporter base or football as a whole to be sending death threats or any sort of discrimination or harmful words towards anyone involved in our game. And the fact that Graham Potter and his family have received such words online or in person through emails, unacceptable. In saying that, the Chelsea results are also unacceptable. And as of right now, I am starting. This is it. I'm starting to lean towards the fact that Graham Potter might be the problem, because we have good players. That's obvious. We can't play well as a team. And who's the person that makes everything come together as a team with tactics on game day? It's Graham Potter. And losing to Southampton, not good enough, inexcusable. Losing to Tottenham in the most gritty and most fierce And with so much argy-bargy going on, we had to get a result to turn some sort of momentum around. And we have failed again. And my patience is running very, very thin. In saying that, we do have another episode of the FIFA 23 Chelsea Career Mode here for you guys to watch. Those are my thoughts on the Tottenham game. So much is going on. It's hard to fathom, but I want to hear your thoughts down in the comments below, guys. Let me know, are you Potter out? Because I'm not there yet. I still think we should give him until the end of the season, but if we get knocked out of the Champions League in a very, convincing fashion, then I think I might change my opinion. And it's getting to that stage, unfortunately. Yeah, sad. Alrighty, so our first order of business is, of course, to deal with this Lukaku situation. As discussed previously, we have recalled him from loan so that we can immediately sell him to free up some extra cash so that we can complete the final signing in this realistic career mode, that being Benoit Badiashile. Or is he the last player that will be signed in this career mode? The reason I say that is because Denis Zakaria is going to be purchased as well. One of you amazing subscribers commented on the last video saying that, hey, why don't you just buy him with the cash you've got left over? And because Juventus were not happy with the amount of playing time I was giving him, they decided to recall him and bring him back and take him away from us. And I know it was only going to be a slight inconvenience, but he is a good player to have off the bench. And I do think that with the amount of money both Zakaria will cost and how much Badiashile will cost, I think the amount of money that we're going to receive from this Lukaku deal will be more than enough to be able to buy both those players and have them in our career mode for the rest of this season. So thank you for that suggestion, because I think it is a smart one, and it is one that I'm going to be going through with. Now, the market value for Lukaku is $69 million. Atletico Madrid are the team that has come in for him, and they're offering $87 million. And I think that is going to be more than enough. I obviously could get way more, push it close to that $100 million mark, but I don't want to draw out this process any longer. Let's just accept this offer right now. Hopefully the player negotiations go smoothly and he gets out of the club as quick as possible so that we can bring in Benoit Badiashile and Denis Zakaria. Now, cause for concern is, of course, our current run of form in the career mode. It has been appalling. It has been unacceptable. The fact that, in a weird way, I kind of predicted the loss that we would be getting in real life to Southampton. I don't even know what to make of that. It's not something that I want to be happening, having this career mode and real life be so similar. In terms of realism, I want to be pushing for as many titles as possible, which we will be doing in this episode with both the FA Cup up against Crystal Palace and our second leg in the semi-final up against West Ham, which we did lose. But as you can see there, not a good January, that is for sure. We've lost some games, we had a draw, and we did beat Newcastle, but that was only after a second leg replay simulation type thing that we did anyway. So it has not been a good start to 2023 in the career mode. What I hope that will happen is in these two simulations that we've got first up in this episode, and then when we eventually progress to the Newcastle game, is that we can get 3 games, getting the W, and that our players that have just come into the team can start to get more and more fitness, more and more sharpness, so that once we progress into the month of February, where we have that very important Champions League round of 16 fixture, so that we can all start to, get on our happy side and we can actually start enjoying winning some football, because that is what the Chelsea Football Club is all about. Alright, up against Crystal Palace in a simulation, I expect to be breezing past these guys comfortably. So let's just get straight into it. Obviously, it's a very solid team. Not our strongest, but enough quality players that we should not even having to be worrying about Crystal Palace in the slightest. Now, Aubameyang, he has been in good form in the career mode. That's why I've decided to give him another start ahead of, someone like Brozier or Kai Havertz, who I typically go towards in the starting 11 when I play games. Crystal Palace getting a first surge of the game. Now, the key thing here is just to maintain possession and just keep it in our half as much as possible. Good strike on goal there, not getting past Johnston. It's one of those things, man. I think our players that we've got at our disposal are good enough to be getting positive results. I think confidence is also a key ingredient in a team being successful. And the reason I say that is if you look at what Erik ten Hag has done with Manchester United this season, when he first came into the club, they had a bit of a interesting pre-season, but as soon as the Premier League came in, getting Pulisic, he gets the first goal of the game. But as soon as the Premier League started, Manchester United just got loss after loss, after embarrassing results constantly. And they were pumped heavily in the media by a lot of the pundits. And you could tell that it really wavered on a lot of those players' confidence, especially Harry Maguire. And Ruben Loftus-Cheek has come up with the goods to get that 2-goal comfort cushion secured for us in the first half. Looking good, guys, but it's not secured yet. We need to continue and get that third goal. Then I can start to be breathing a little bit easier. But Manchester United are a good example of a team that has, had time to practice on the training field, to understand Erik ten Hag's way of thinking, and have had time to put his ideas and implement them on the field. And also some luck has gone their way, but also they've had players step up and actually get into good form. Case in example being Marcus Rashford, who has come into exquisite form and is playing very well and scoring so many key goals. And that is Chelsea's biggest downfall as of right now, is we're just not able to put that damn ball in the net, which we have done yet again. And I think we have secured victory in this FA Cup FA Cup fixture, not a final. I don't know why I said that. But we are absolutely demolishing Crystal Palace here. Pulisic and Loftus-Cheek, the two players that I brought into this team, have come in and are demonstrating their quality and saying, hey boss, I'm available. I've got the skills to pay the bills. And they have got the job done for us. Oh, Mendy making a good save there. Very, very important. I think what I might actually do here is I might just jump to the result. I don't think it's worth watching the rest of the simulation when we already know that we've got the W in the bag. What I hope for is a clean sheet, which we maintain. 4-0 is the final result against Crystal Palace. We progress in the FA Cup. Now, this is very nerve-breaking for me because I have no control over this role. This is spinning the wheel, rolling the dice, quick sim. I really have no idea what to expect, but we are losing 3-2 on aggregate, and we're away at home at the London Stadium. Again, it's a very strong lineup. I've kept Aubameyang in the team because he is in form. Fingers crossed. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hit the button and hopefully we progress in the Carabao Cup. Oh, wow! On a penalty shootout. 2-1 at full time, 4-5 on penalties, and through the quick sim feature, we have yet again made it to a final. Wow, okay, I'm very happy with that. We will have the opportunity to compete for silverware in this career mode. We will indeed be playing the Carabao Cup final, which is actually going to be taking place in real life, I think, this weekend between Manchester United and Newcastle. I very much hope so that Newcastle get over the line and get their first trophy in 60 years or something. That would be great for them to see this team slowly progress and get better and better. And I always love watching Manchester United fail. So, wow, 4-5 on penalties, 1-2 is the final result, 4-4 on aggregate. Wow, wow, wow. we make it to the Carabao Cup final. And it will of course be the team that we versed in the Carabao Cup final last year in real life. Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool will join us at Wembley Stadium. A game I very much so look forward to playing. It is done. Lukaku is leaving Chelsea. He is going off to Atletico Madrid. I do expect something similar in real life. It will be interesting to see if Potter tries to convince Lukaku to actually stay and be the striker that everyone in the media claims that we desperately need. Even though we've got Havertz, even though we've got Brozier who's injured, and also that we've got David Datro Fofana up top as an option as well. Plus Aubameyang, who's probably also going to leave. But we've got striker options. Do we need Lukaku still? I don't know. Alrighty, let's get straight into this. Let's get Benoit Badiashile into the team so that we can put him alongside Thiago Silva, a partnership that has been going so well for us so far. I always like to start off with the market value, so 27 million. Submit that. What do they say? It's a reasonable offer. Fantastic. Graham Potter's happy. We have signed Badiashile. Hands are being shaked. And Badiashile will be joining us at the Chelsea Blues. He's one of those players where I feel like because he's so young, he has so much potential to learn from Thiago Silva. Obviously, Koulibaly, who's been slightly out of form, but is of course a very experienced defender. So many great leaders at the club that he can learn from, and I expect great things. And I wouldn't be surprised if Badiashile and Wesley Fofana are the two centre-back pairing that we see long-term for the Chelsea Football Club. And boom, boom! Double sucker punch. Zakaria, in the quick of a flash, has joined the Chelsea Blues in the career mode as well. I'm very happy that we have finally got all the puzzle pieces in order here, and we have finally completed the objective of this career mode of matching the same team that we had in real life into the career mode. Obviously, Bowley decided to splash the cash for Graham Potter in the January transfer window, probably in the back of his mind, knowing that if we don't secure Champions League football this season, that it will actually become a lot more difficult to lure players to Stamford Bridge. Hence, he has to go out and buy players now and get them into the team now so that this long-term project that everyone at the football club is investing in works out. So it'll be interesting to see what he does at the beginning of next season when the next transfer window opens. Does he again go out and splash the cash for a striker, for Jude Bellingham, for Declan Rice? I don't know. Of course, financial fair play needs to be considered, but as of right now, in the career mode, we have accomplished everyone that was on our shortlist. Our next game in the Premier League is up against Newcastle. They are sitting in 9th spot. We are in 8th, but on points we are basically neck and neck. So it is imperative that we get a win away from home in this game. This is the team that I'm going to roll with for this game. It is a team that I have relied on for most of this career mode, and I have come to the decision after reviewing the last couple episodes and how I've played in those episodes, I need to just stick with players that are performing. And I think that if we stick with a formation that's been working for me, I need to get W's. I need to be getting on a good run of form. So I'm going to be starting to cracking down on my concentration in this career mode and hopefully getting on a run of form that is positive for both us on the table, but also you guys at home watching and getting some entertainment out of it. St James's Park is one of the most electric stadiums in England. It's a place I would love to go to one day and watch a game of football, to watch Chelsea play Newcastle at St James's Park. Honestly, to see this club transform in a way, on the field at least, that I did not expect. Eddie Howe has done absolute wonders for a team that is not full of superstars. Once they were bought out by the Saudis, so many people just expected them to just splash the cash, sort of like how Roman Abramovich did when he first came to Chelsea, and just buy a bunch of superstars like the Mbappes of the world and just completely change their philosophy. And because of financial fair play, I think it's going to be a bit of a slower process for them, but they've been very smart with their recruitment. But more importantly, Eddie Howe has been fantastic in the way he's coached the players they already had and made them far superior. And the fact that they've got the opportunity to participate for silverware this weekend, credit to them, because it is something to be proud of if you're a Newcastle fan, and they have done such a good job in the early phases of this transition period. In saying that, I want to make sure that we've got the W here at St. James's Park in career mode. Oh, good save by Mendy at his near post. St. Maximin, a player that I've consistently been impressed by, has put us to the test within the first 10 minutes. William Koulibaly, good tackle there. Didn't concede a penalty like he did in the last episode. Newcastle come again for the second corner. St. Maximin with those wizard feet. William Chilwell gets it into Mount. Oh, he's got no one to pass to though. Let's whip it out to Fofana. Oh, it's not a good pass there. Oh, it's not a good pass either. Just gets to Sterling.
This his debut match. Stuart, what should we expect to see from him?
Well, he'll certainly add some quality into that midfield area because he's a really good.
Not good enough.
Which will hopefully give the front players the.
Now we're in trouble. And we've conceded first again. St. Maximin straight away in this game has looked 10 times better than he is in real life. That is Thiago Silva being caught out, a great pass in behind, and the pace of St. Maximin was always going to beat the defenders there. And Mendy should have done better. And Eddie Howe's men have yet again outperformed expectations and scored first in this game. Work to be done. William Sterling. Go, son. Left foot. Ooh. Gets blocked by Fabian Schär there. Goes out for a corner. Now we have the opportunity to try and cook up something here. I'm going to whip it in. Try and hit the penalty spot. Pope is going to come out though. And oh, it's Darlow. My apologies. Comes out and easily collects that.
Promising possession this. That's a great stop.
Newcastle just looks so quick and efficient with the ball at their feet. Very hard to defend against. Thiago Silva should easily get that. Wow. Lost out there. Thankfully, Wesley Fofana was able to clear it away. A terrible pass back here. Reece James is the one chasing it down, but no one is there to help him out.
Callum Wilson. And Sterling has it. He's holding the ball up here effectively, waiting for support to arrive. Chance to play it in.
This is unreal. Unreal by St. Maximin. He is pulling out all the party tricks today. Oh, I'm really struggling here against Newcastle. Which shouldn't surprise me. But it is not good enough. Someone clear it. Oh, we can't get a pass out to even form a counter-attack at all.
Making progress.
Oh, he's absolutely done me.
Oh, back of the net. And a debut goal to
Just before half-time as well. That's the worst time to concede. Oh, Koulibaly got absolutely done. And as you can see there, the power shot is engaged, which means it's going to be very difficult for Mendy to stop, especially from that position. And that gets buried into the back of the net. And St. James's Park is absolutely bouncing. Alright, I've adjusted some of our tactics so that we're sitting a little bit deeper We were on 70, we're now on 55, and it will be fast build up and forward runs because the possession just clearly was not working out for us.
James.
Well, in James finds Havertz.
Sterling.
Sterling not able to get a shot on target. Oh, Chilwell in trouble here. Let's switch it out.
Forward with purpose. Mount. And now with Havertz.
Get in! Alright, go collect that ball, Kai. Pick it up, pick it up. Yes, let's go. The tactics have already changed the game here, guys. Beautiful stuff. Just picked out those passes beautifully, everyone. Great stuff, Mason. Beautiful goal. Kai Havertz stepping up when times are toughest, as he always does. Oh, what a goal. Alright, we've got a sniff. We can do this, guys. Come on.
I think he'll fit in well to their style of play. He's a skillful player, but the move will just bring out the best of him. It's a good signing for both him and the club.
Oh, good pass there by Fernandez. Unlock Sterling. Oh, who should have found James? I should have gone in the air. Such a dumb mistake. Oh, we had an opportunity there, guys. Fernandez showing his class.
Fine use of the ball. Well, it was a good-looking sequence, but it comes to an end.
Well in, James.
30 minutes left.
Can Havertz get in? Oh,
Saint-Maximin. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own.
Sterling, get in, son.
This could square the game. That's great goalkeeping.
Oh, the cut in onto his right foot was sublime. Just not able to get past Darlow there. All right, I'm going to call Mason short. Then whip it in. Oh, no way. Did you see that? They just unselected Havertz as well.
And it might appeal to Raheem Sterling, you know.
Oh, it's going to go out for another corner. All right, I'm going to make a substitution. Fernandez, he's been doing okay, but I think we need to add some extra flair into the center of the park. Kovacic is going to come on. Sterling's been playing well, so I think I might leave him on, but we've got some good attacking options. One of them I probably will deploy later in the second half, but we've got to get this equaliser now so that we have time to get the winner towards the end of this game. All right, let's do the same thing. Call Mason short, get it out to him, whip it across. Not able to get it to someone there.
Pressing high, and they have the ball again.
Oh,
Fofana.
no one to pass out there. Finds Kai though.
Showing pace.
Kovacic.
Looking for the equaliser. Conte. Now with Chilwell. Conte. On to Mount. Superb block.
Oh, so much good passing, but not able to unlock any sort of opportunity to get a good strike on goal.
The right direction. We have more live action from the
Oh, well in Koulibaly. Good interception. Get up to Havertz.
United facing Everton.
Gets it out to Chilwell.
Possibilities inside the box.
Havertz! Oh,
The ideal clearance.
damn it. Breaks down. Oh, and here comes Kiramesh.
Trying to catch
What a class player he is. Wilson. Can he formulate something here? No, opportunity has gone. Here we go. Counter-attack now, guys. Get it to Havertz.
situation has changed in the Manchester United game.
Get it out to James. Gets into Havertz. Gets out to Sterling. Can he get Chilwell in? Oh, so close.
Thanks as always to Alex Scott. Oh, a lovely ball. It's Chelsea facing West Ham United. Trippier. Wonderfully.
Oh, this is such great build-up play here by Newcastle.
Isaac. On to Sam.
Oh no, the danger man.
And in all likelihood, that is game over.
Oh, he's done it.
Left for a response.
What an incredible performance. He might have single-handedly got Newcastle the W here. And it's another loss.
Well, here it is again. It was a good finish, but
I want to see how he got past him. Oh, just such good dribbling.
on that occasion.
So lethal. He's played out of his skin today. And he's beat mended his near post. That should not be happening. Oh, maybe I should have made those substitutions earlier. All over Red Rover, I believe. Damn, such a shame.
Mudryk. And the referee signals that
All too little too late, unfortunately.
disappointment for Chelsea. You've
It's so important to have a strong first half. And when you're chasing a lead, yes, the momentum can dramatically shift and come to your favour, but we just shouldn't be in situations like this. We should be the ones setting the tempo, getting early goals, and not having to worry about any fight backs, instead of being the one that has to make the fight back. Well, I did title this episode, Trust the Process, and it's times like these when it's really tough that we just have to keep grinding out performances and just playing really well and not making any mistakes, because the mistakes on Legendary do get punished, especially when you've got quality players that can pull out performances like St. Maximin did in game here. Why didn't Zakaria make his debut today? I think we're going to get all these generic questions, probably the same for Badiashile. After 6 games without one, it looks like your team can't buy a win. What's your plan? As Graham Potter would typically say, oh, we just need to keep improving. Oh, the boys gave everything. We have to stay strong. That is true, but even though Potter is very cool, calm, and collected, both on the sideline and when he addresses the media, I just want to see a bit more passion, a bit more something from him, because I feel like he is giving us only one side of him to the press and to us fans, and as a result, it just does create a bit of tension because it doesn't look like he truly cares, if that makes sense. What did you make of today's defeat? You must be disappointed. Newcastle were just better than us on the day. I think they created more attacking opportunities than us, and when we had opportunities ourselves, we just didn't capitalize. They defended well and they scored goals. It's as simple as that. And yet another episode comes to an end and we have got another loss. In game, it's up to me to be able to utilize all these players to the best of our ability, but as you can see here, we were not good enough against a really good Newcastle side. And St. Maximin, he grabs a brace and is the difference in this episode. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I appreciate it if you have made it all the way towards the end of this episode. When you're out of form, just nothing seems to be going your way, even when you put out your strongest starting 11. So on to the next one. I really hope to be starting to get some wins for you guys, because competing for silverware is still a possibility for us in this career mode. We've got the Carabao Cup final to look forward to. The FA Cup is something that we're still participating in. And of course the Champions League, which I really hope to win so that we can secure Champions League football for next season. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Come on, you Blues. On to the next one.
Home or away, now and see.